All right, our next question is, what is the best Christopher Nolan movie ever?
Ooh.
And we're going to start with Seth.
Oh. For me, it's The Dark Knight with Interstellar a close second. Very impressive. I know everyone's going to say Dark Knight Rises was better, and maybe overall it could be, but the Joker, man, he was just
Heath Ledger's best performance.
probably one of the best performances I've ever seen
in a movie.
Not villain for comic books,
Not a superhero. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure most everyone here will agree with that. And, that made the movie. Christian Bale's very good Batman. Still think Michael Keaton's better. That's just my opinion. That's a topic for another day.
All right, Chase.
I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to go Dark Knight Rises. I love that movie. Heath Ledger is a good Joker. He plays, I don't think anyone could have played it better in that time. You know, maybe in the future we'll see someone else. Jared Leto, he's being named.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, for Suicide Squad. I just love it. I know there's definitely some plot holes in the movie, but that's my favorite one. And I love Bane. And the voice change, I love that. I think that's awesome. Some people went on.
It was definitely a better Bane than the previous one. And obviously, better movie too.
Yeah, I think what I like about it is it made Batman look vulnerable, and you don't see that a lot in superhero movies.
First physical guy to give him a fight.
Broke his back.
I really like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and his role in that film.
It's going to be sad to see him not continue on.
All right, Paul, what's your favorite?
Obviously, I'm going to go with Seth on The Dark Knight, and that's just solely just because of Heath Ledger's performance. And regardless if, what had happened to Heath Ledger was pretty unfortunate, regardless of that outcome, it's still the best, probably the best villain performance I've ever seen. I know you throw up Nicholson.
I throw out No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, with
very good movie.
Javier, was that his name?
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, that was another good one. Just solely because of Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
he was just a better villain, and villains are what makes they make the comic book movies. You can't have a good comic book movie without a great villain, and by far, the Joker's by far the best one I've seen.
I want to throw in a second place. Inception might be my second favorite.
Wow, Paul's not fair.
Nolan.
I'm glad this is not the worst.
Just so we don't have a Batman trilogy movie in here.
I think in this day and age, villains sell more than heroes.
Yeah,
by far.
I mean, Tom Hiddleston.
If they would have tried something like this in the '80s and early '90s,
it wouldn't have
worked.
I mean, Tom Hiddleston beat out Tom Hardy for Villain of the Year in the Nickelodeon Awards, but that's the only place that does.
Okay,
I'm going to keep that in there. Actually, I think that'll definitely start some controversy.
I liked him. I'm not a big Thor fan at all.
The Dark Knight, I mean, it's on the top 10 in movies of all time.
And Dark Knight Rises is not far behind.
It's like in the 50s and 60s.
I thought it was a little higher.
It might be. I'll check it out.
I want to say for some reason it was like top 20 still, but I could be wrong.
I like it because you got a story
maybe
without
13 or something.
Batman. He's in the movie, obviously, but you're going to go without him for maybe an hour of that movie.
But
about an hour of the movie, there's no Batman.
There's only Bruce Wayne, and that's even for a short
cripple land in a sling.
It's 54.
Yeah.
Like I said, 54.
54? 50, what was I thinking?
I mean...
54?
Mm-hmm. And the ratings-wise, Dark Knight Rises has an 8.6. And...
9 something. 9.
I think it's like a... No, it's not that. I think it's 9.0. 9.0. I'm going to go ahead and say, and limit it down to, I think the Dark Knight argument is better. I can go ahead and give both y'all a point.
Okay.
I think that would be fair.
We don't do halves?
Half a point.
Half a point.
What? You had a point for it.